The border agent's eyes flickered between my wife's driver's license and his screen. He didn't speak for a full minute. The hum of fluorescent lights filled the silence like a slow countdown. Then he picked up the phone. A brief, quiet call. A few nods. He hung up and looked at me, calm but shaken. "Sir," he said, "I need you to leave your wife here and cross alone." I blanked. "What? Why?" He didn't answer. Just repeated, "Please, trust me. Walk away now." Outside, the sound of tires on gravel, 3 police cruisers, 2 black SUVs, lights off, engines humming. When I turned back, his screen was angled toward me. I saw her picture, then the warrant. The name wasn't hers. I went cold. We met 5 years ago, at a conference in Montreal. She was warmth in a red scarf, laughing at the wrong parts of my jokes. We talked over burnt coffee and snow slush until the night folded in around us. I told her everything, my business, my goals, my fears. She told me she'd never been in love before. I believed her. She was brilliant, calculated, the kind of woman who made chaos look like choreography. I mistook that for strength. When we married, she said she finally felt safe. I didn't realize she meant safe enough to begin. It started small. Missed calls, locked phone, late meetings. I told myself not to be paranoid, until I noticed she never let her purse touch the floor. Always zipped, always near. Then came the email, a hotel receipt in my name. I hadn't been there. A $4,000 charge to a card I didn't own. And a signature, my signature. Identical, down to the tremor in the R. She didn't deny it when I showed her, just tilted her head. "You're imagining things," she said, voice flat. "You've been under stress." It wasn't a lie, she told me. It was a dare. I stopped confronting her after that. She mistook my silence for surrender. That was her first mistake. I started learning. About her aliases, about the offshore accounts, about the man she called partner in encrypted messages. I traced wire transfers, phone records, travel routes. Every step she took left a shadow. I followed the shadows. She wasn't just cheating, she was laundering. Using my business to move money through shell companies I didn't know existed until I did. I didn't rage. I didn't throw things. I went quiet. I copied her files, backed up her emails, recorded her calls. I let her think she'd won. I waited. When the time came, I was deliberate. I moved my assets under a new corporation, registered in her name. Quietly, legally. I made sure every illegal transaction she'd ever made now pointed directly to her. Then I booked the trip. A reconnection getaway, I called it. She smiled when I said Canada. At the border, I handed over both our IDs and waited. The agent's face turned pale when he read the name on his screen. He must have seen the alerts: Interpol, fraud, grand larceny. A dozen counts tied to the woman sitting beside me, pretending to text. When he asked me to step aside, I didn't argue. I looked at her one last time. Her hand trembled when she realized the officers were closing in. She whispered my name, confused, maybe afraid. For a second, I almost believed the old version of her still existed. The one who made me coffee on Sundays, who kissed me with a smile that never reached her eyes. "Walk away," the agent said. So I did. They cuffed her behind me. The red scarf she wore that first night was now evidence. She screamed my name once, maybe twice, but her voice didn't reach me. By the time they pulled her into the SUV, I was already across the border. The sky was iron gray, cold, honest. I checked my phone. A single email waited in my drafts folder. I hit send. It went to her partner, the one she thought I didn't know about. Attached were every file, every transcript, every lie she'd built with him. He'd go down next. Justice isn't loud. It doesn't shout or burn or beg. It waits. It learns your rhythm, your weaknesses, your heartbeat. Then, when the timing's right, it takes your silence and turns it into a knife. People think revenge is about hate. It's not. It's about balance. The border wasn't the end. It was the moment the scales evened out. I still remember the look on her face when she saw the screen, her own picture beside a name that wasn't hers. The confusion, the fear, the understanding. She once told me love means trusting someone enough to destroy you and believing they never will. I trusted her. She destroyed me. And I believed her. But in the end, she forgot something simple. I destroy quietly too.